Thought you're gonna go play outside. But we are very happy to have you here. All of you are here. Who are the children here? Can you raise your hand? So many also at the back. But they are much taller than you. Let us listen to this sound. Can you hear? Who can hear the sound of the clock chime? Wonderful. Is that beautiful? I have a little game here. You know what is this? I have something in here. You want to guess? Yes. What did he say? Can you speak louder, please? A thing. Yes, it's a thing. Correct. Very good. Yes. The bell. Have you been here? You are so good. Yes. The bell. Very good. You are all answered correctly, and then the brother sister will give you the gift after this. It's a bell. This is a bell. And the bell also have its own cushion. It's a nice cushion. The bell want to sit beautifully, like your mom, your dad in here, and your friends also like to sit beautifully. That's why they also sit on the cushion. The bell also want to sit beautifully and solidly. So I put the bell on the cushion. The bell is like my friend. I travel with the bell. With this bag, and everywhere I go, I have the bell with me. And what is this? Yes, a stick. We call inviter. We call inviter because it looks like a stick, but it's not like the stick that you saw on the trees or everywhere, or sometimes people use a stick to chase the dog, right? But this is the stick that can invite. Invite what? Yes, the bell. Invite the sound, the bell. So in Plum Village we call inviter. I want to share with you that there are many sounds all day long, isn't it? We just heard the sound of the clock chime. When you come here, can you hear other sound? Yes, what kind of sound? The bird, wonderful. The bird. Baby. Baby. What else? My voice. Thank you for hearing my voice. I feel very loved. I feel loved when someone hears my voice because I know you are listening to me. And that's what we're doing here. We practice to listen. And how we train us to listen well, we start with listening to the bell. That's why when everyone come here, they learn how to listen to the bell. You feel happy when you say something and your mom, your dad listen to you? Do you feel happy? Right? You feel loved? Yes. But sometimes when we are very busy, maybe you're busy playing games or your mom, your dad busy working, and then when you say something, mom and dad cannot hear you, right? You feel sad? Yeah. And the same when your mom, your dad talk to you and you were playing game all the time, not even lift your face up to see them. You think they feel sad? Yes. But when we come to Plum Village, one thing we practice to be happy. Is that nice to be happy? It's a happy holiday, right? Is this your holiday? You enjoy holiday time? No school. No school is happy. Here, it's kind of like homeschool, temple school. We learn to be happy. And one thing we learn is learn how to listen. Okay, I will invite the bell to help us to learn to listen. And when we able to sit beautifully, can you sit beautifully like the Buddha? Can you see Buddha behind me? Buddha altar, Buddha statue. When we can sit beautifully, we feel very peaceful, very solid, right? We feel like we just enjoy being here and stop doing everything. And then I will start to invite the sound of the bell. And can you try to listen, like when you hear the clock chime, hear the bird? But sometimes it's not always easy, right? Sometimes our head, we think many things, right? Right? You think a lot too. You're still so young, so small. But it's nice to learn not to think so much, right? I give you the secret. It's come back to your breathing. You have your breathing. Maybe you don't have the bell yet, but you have your breathing. Do you breathe? You feel your breath? Can you feel? Okay, you put your hand on your tummy. Okay, now just breathe in naturally. Can you feel your tummy is rising? Yes, very nice. Breathe out. Can you feel your tummy is falling? Can you feel? Yes, wonderful. When we never try to feel our breathing, sometimes it takes some time. It takes a while. But the bell also will help you. So when you hear the bell, you just come back to your breathing. And then you can stop all your thinking. Feel so light. And then you can just allow the sound of the bell to come to your ears, to come into your body, to come into your head. And you can say inside you, listen, listen. This is not your mom, your dad tell you to listen. This is just you yourself. Tell yourself, listen, listen. And when you breathe in and you tell yourself, listen, listen, you will really hear the sound of the bell. And you can feel that the sound is so nice, so peaceful. And then you can breathe out. I feel so good. I feel so peaceful. I feel at home. You like the feeling be at home? Right? You can be yourself. Huh? No homework. And you can just relax. That's when we feel at home. So when we listen to the sound of the bell like this, we can really come back to our breathing and feel at home. You want to try? Okay, I will invite the sound of the bell. You know, later on, the brother, sister will teach you how to invite the bell. But to be a good person who invite the bell, we call bell master. You have to know how to listen to the bell very well first. So today we learn how to listen to the bell first, okay? So when, before I invite the bell, I have a special poem I say to myself in order to prepare myself to really make a beautiful sound. And the poem is still secret. This brother sister will tell you in the children's program, because we want to make sure that you really know how to listen to the bell. And after I say the poem, I bow, and then I pick up the bell. The bell is like my friend, my Buddha. Like my mom, who loved me and always helped me to grow beautifully. Or those that who you feel that you, when you think of, you feel so loved and so peaceful. The bell is like that. And then I will do this, we call wake up. Because I know some of you still sleepy, right? Wake up so early. The bell also need to be waking up. So this is like to say to everyone that the sound of the bell is coming, so please prepare, sit beautifully. And I invite one sound of the bell, and we will breathe. Breathing in, listen, listen. This wonderful sound of the bell. Breathing out, I feel at home. And then we breathe in and out 3 times. You will do this 2 more times. You will hear 2 more sounds of the bell, okay? Breathing in, listen, listen, this wonderful sound of the bell. Breathing out, bring me back to my true home. In, out, in, out, in, out. Breathing in, my belly is rising. Breathing out, my belly is falling. In, listen, out. Feel at ease. In, out. You feel good? I see some of you close your eye and breathe, and looks very peaceful. Almost look like you are little baby Buddha sleeping. I like to invite you to play the game today also, to notice where did you hear the bell. And it can be the sound of the bell that I invite, or when the time to have breakfast or lunch or dinner, you will hear another kind of the sound of the bell. It's over there. That time, the brother sister will invite 10 sounds. So we will also stop and enjoy our breathing and come back to ourselves. Sometimes you will hear this very big bell behind you in the hall. It's a bell. Yes, sometimes you hear this. Can we try to come back to our breathing together? This we call the bell that make us come back to ourselves, stop and feel good. And there are many kinds of the sound of the bell that you can find, like some of you share that you hear the birds singing, the baby singing or crying. Also, it's like the bell. We call the bell of mindfulness. And maybe the dogs barking. So please enjoy your day and try to see what kind of the sound of the bell that you hear. It's maybe not from this bell, but it may be from something else, the big bell, or from the wind, or the sound of your mom and your dad, the sound of a person you love, that when you hear and you feel so good, so happy. So I hope you enjoy your first day here and enjoy to listen to many wonderful sounds in our monastery. So please, when you hear the next sound of the bell, you can stand up and go out and play with the brothers and sisters. They have many things to share with you. I have many stories to tell your parents also. So when you hear the bell, please stand up, turn to your parents. Stand up. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around to Papa, Mama. Join your palm. And the next sound, please bow to them. And then turn around here. The next sound, bow to the Buddha. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Namo Shaka Munaye Buddhaya, dear Thai, dear Sangha. Now it's our turn. Please enjoy listening to the three sounds of the bell. Sister Jin Han will invite the three sounds of the bell for us to enjoy. Just come back to yourself, to your breathing. Bring your mind back to your body. Allow the sound of the bell to penetrate in every cell of your body and enjoy. Dear Thai, dear Sangha, today is the 26th of December, the year 2024. We are in Thai Plum Village International Practice Center during the holiday time. There's 1 week that we will go over to the new year. So on behalf of the Sangha, I would like to welcome every one of you, come from everywhere during the holiday season. As we call this retreat, it's a holiday retreat. You feel like you are on holiday? For me, during the time for holiday, it's like a festival. And it's the time that we offering gift, right? If we work outside in the business world or in organization, we're busy preparing a basket of gifts, box of gifts to offer to our beloved ones, to our colleagues, to our friends, our partner. I always feel very moved when I see our friends come and practice during the holiday time. For me, it's like you are making a gift for yourself. You make a beautiful offering for yourself to come to the practice center during the holiday time. And we are offering a gift for each other. When I was young, I'm Thai, I born in Thailand. I used to go to the temple also on the night of the 31st and practice meditation to say goodbye to the old year and welcome the new year. And I remember one time the monk said, "You are wonderful. You are young, but you not go out and party. When you come to temple to do sitting meditation." Actually, now in Thailand, the night of 31st, the whole country also try to organize the chanting to welcome the new year from midnight to the morning. For me, offering is we each can make beautiful offerings. And walking on this path, I learned that how we learn to practice and to make an offering from within ourselves. And in the Buddhism have shared very clearly that you can offer by your loving thoughts, your thinking, wholesome thinking, loving speech, beautiful words, encouraging words, and loving act. Our act, physical act and thing that we do that bring the positive energy. And in the practice, in the Buddhism, we have a very concrete way to practice this all day long. Because when I come into contact with the Buddhist teaching, with our teacher, Venerable Tishathan, because I grew up in Thailand, so I'm Buddhist anyway, and been practicing before. But when I come to in touch with Thai and the practice of Plum Village, I realized that Buddhism or religious in general, Christianity, Muslim, Baha'i, Judaism, they all teach us to know it's the way of life the way of living, how we live our daily life, and bring us more peace, more happiness, more understanding, more love. And I think for us all coming here, we are offering the gift in that way. The loving thought, the loving speech, the loving act is basically, in Buddhism we call it three kinds of karma. The action, three kinds of action. And it's, I find that it's a wonderful gift that we can always offer to ourselves and to our beloved ones and to the world. And it's the only inheritance that you can leave behind and you can bring along after you're not in this body, after you pass away. And it's thing that you can continue. Just like when we think of our beloved one, think of Thái, that maybe the body is not sufficient to be here anymore, but when we think of that person, words or act, smile, wholesome thinking, we already feel benefit and we already feel encouraged to continue. And coming together as a Sangha, as a community, we have a way to practice. It's the way of life that we practice from getting up until you go to bed. And the key of in those practice is like Brother Pháp Nghiêm have shared, that we bring our mind and body together. And teaching in Buddhism have shown us a very easy and concrete way, which is also Thầy, our teacher, have found when he found the sutra on the teaching on full awareness of breathing. And he felt that he's the happiest person in the world because he found something the Buddha left behind that's so concrete. It's like when I share with the children, the bell is a tool to bring us back come back to our breathing. When you can come back to your breathing in every act, in everything you try to do, naturally the thinking is settling down. The mind can only work at one thing at one moment. And when we focus our mind on the breathing, everything stops. And the skill of stopping is very important in our daily life. Stop by bringing your mind back to your body, because we are trained in society to run all the time. And to go after something. So when we come back to our breathing, maybe your mind is here, your body is here. And when you breathe, aware that I'm breathing in, aware that I'm breathing out, naturally your mind, your body come together. You may sitting here and think of where you just come from. We are very happy to see many people from different countries. Let's just bring our mind back to body together with the sound. you feel like you can stop with the sound of the clock chime. You feel that you can aware of yourself. You feel that your mind back to your body. Does anybody feel that way? And that's what we call the energy of mindfulness. Bring you back to be one in your body and your mind and in the here and now, in the present moment. And that present moment that will let us in touch with peace and happiness, dwelling happily in the present moment. Sometimes it's so hard to come back home to ourselves, but stay with your breathing, and whatever that is disturbing you, they will come down anyway. And we practice this way also when we get up. Did you sleep well last night? Who sleep well last night? Can you raise your hand? Less than half. When you know you sleep well, it's already mindfulness. When you know you don't sleep well, it's already mindfulness. The practice is so wonderful like that. It doesn't discriminate that you are mindful or not mindful. One time, I just went to the Day of Mindfulness in Bangkok at BIA. One friend shared that when we have, like you will have this afternoon, the Dharma discussion, and people check in about themselves. And many people talk about their awareness, they're happy, and when come to that man, he said, I'm not mindful. I don't have mindfulness. I don't, the same with all of you. But at least now I know that I'm not mindful. Before I also didn't know that I am not mindful. And at the end he also asked me to confirm that, is this okay? And is this, I'm practicing mindfulness? I said, the fact that you know that you are not mindful is already mindfulness. It's already mindfulness. It's like the first noble truth that we talk about, you're aware of your difficulties. It's already the first noble truth. And that awareness is the mindfulness. I think when we spend time here, because your schedule will change, and it takes time with the place to adjust, and probably most of you used to stay in the room by yourself, right? Or a few people. But now you have a practice, you stay with 8 people, unless you stay in the tent. On the sister side, the brother, maybe 16 people. It's a wonderful practice. It's challenging sometimes, but it's a wonderful practice. The trick to be able to sleep well when you are not used to getting up early, you just go to bed early. Right after the last activity, you just go to bed. And then go to bed with the way that you just come back to your breathing, like the kids putting the hand on the belly and just follow your breathing. We will have the practice of total relaxation this afternoon. It's basically the practice of coming back to your breathing and be in touch with your body. Aware of every part of your body, and then giving love to every part of your body and relax It's a wonderful medicine for sleeping pill. If any of you have to take sleeping pill, try this way first. Many of our friends stop taking sleeping pill because master the practice of total relaxation and also reduce the stress and heal by all the disease that create from stress. And Thai has adapted the practice of mindful breathing for us to be able to use with our body. When I learned to practice total relaxation, I decided that I will always lie down that way. And sometimes I only breathe 2 times, I already fall asleep. This means my body really needs to rest. And at night when we fall asleep that way, and it's also the time we come back to ourselves and be in touch with ourselves. That's why the brother shared yesterday we have the practice of noble silence. After the activity 9:30, we will come back to in touch with the silence of the night. Because maybe there is a thing inside that they need to speak out loud, but we didn't listen. When the collectively in silence is really help us to hear those sounds inside of us and breathe and calm down. And we can also hear the sound outside that is very peaceful. That's why we avoid not talking. In order to first aware that we talk a lot in our head. And we try to calm it down so we can have a night sleep. Some of us practice walking meditation or sitting meditation on the bed before go to bed. And we try to continue that practice of just breathing, calming, come back to in touch. And we can practice smiling to each other. We don't have to talk all the time. I think we talk all year round. Especially talking with your phone, right? I think the phone also needs a vacation. Please give your phone a chance. We don't talk to each other, but we talk to the phone. We talk into the cyber world. And we lost. So this is a good chance that you have the very strong collective energy of mindfulness of the Sangha, the community of almost 600 friends and monks and nuns. You will notice that collective energy will help you be able to sit easier. Doing walking meditation, sitting meditation, easier, right? If you sit at home, it takes you a few minutes, then you can get up very easy. And we practice to get up with breathing and smile. How many of you used to get up with the phone? The first thing you do in the morning is click, click, click. How many? Can I see? Yes, please. That's the thing we call normal life. But actually, it takes us away the first thing in the morning. This is a good chance that you take a holiday here. Give your phone a chance to have holiday and give yourself to have a chance to have holiday to come back. When I start practicing, I like so much the practice of the poem. We call Gatha, sometimes in the Buddhism word. As a practitioner and also being a novice in Plum Village tradition, we learn to recite the poem in every act of daily life to enhance the practice of mindfulness. And I learned to get up the first thing when I hear the sound of the bell. Get up and then I breathe. Breathe with the sound of the bell. You hear also that big bell. They will invite early morning. Get used to it as your alarm clock. And allow the sound just to come in, just like the kid listening to the bell. And you breathe with it. That's one poem, I always use it until now. And make me always start the day so beautifully. I breathe in, I tell myself, waking up this morning, I smile. The first thing you can do is exercise your face, smile. You get up instead of exercise your fingers like you used to do. Now get up and exercise your face. You're still in the bed, nobody see you. But actually here you can smile all the time. We are in the smiling community. So breathing in, waking up this morning, I smile. And breathing out, I have 24 brand new hours ahead of me. And I'm still alive. Somebody sleep and never get up in the morning. But the fact that we're still alive is a gift. Like Brother Lin to guide us for sitting this morning. Breathe in and feel your body, feel your life. You're still alive. It's wonderful. And so I smile and appreciate my life that I'm still alive, and I have 24 brand new hours ahead of me. And then I breathe in again, and I determine that I will live each moment fully. Live each moment fully. Be present in everything, in every moment, everything that comes to me. And breathing out, I learn to look with the eyes of compassion, the eyes of understanding, the eye of love. And it's so beautiful to wake up this way. And sometimes you feel not enough sleep, you also breathe, oh, I'm still alive, but I don't sleep enough. And you smile. Smile is a loving act. It's one of the karma you can collect. Smile is a social service. For me, practicing smiling is like you. First, you exercise your face, relax all the muscles, and then also it's help you to open up. Smile to acknowledge. Acknowledge, I have the new day. I'm still alive. If I feel depressed, I feel I cannot get up so heavy. I'm aware that I feel so heavy. But I still have it 24 hours. That is awareness. That is the energy of mindfulness. That's the practice of mindfulness. And smile to acknowledge, just acknowledge. Smile to say hello to all your old friends. Maybe they are not so easy. Maybe some worry come up, some habitual thinking, always think this way and make me not feel at ease. We call habit energy. It's like your old friend. Smile, just smile to it also can help. Can help to hold everything there as it is and calm down. Thailand is the land of smile. Is any of you come to Thailand or Thai Plum Village the first time? Can you raise your hand? Quite many. Welcome. Welcome to Thailand and Thai Plum Village. Thailand is a land of smile. You can help contribute to that energy. But sometimes when we work too hard and we go too fast, we also forget to smile. Smile is also the practice. When we be able to aware of every act, when we get up, we walk to the bathroom. Like Brother Fattur shared this morning, you can apply that kind of walk everywhere in monastery. But sometimes you walk to the bathroom, you need to go faster, you can go faster. The teenager, when we teach them, we don't teach them only walking meditation, we teach them running meditation. When I was in Plum Village, Sister Chan Kong was still teaching the teens, and sometimes she, okay, you just breathing in, run, 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 run. Breathing out, here, 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 here. You mean you're running with awareness, and your destination already here. It's not somewhere that's far, but just aware with your step and apply that kind of walk. And you can see with the walking, how is what is coming up in yourself. When we like Brother Fattur shared this morning, walking meditation is one of the very important practice, one of the favorite practice of our teacher as well. And be able to aware already that the sole of your feet touch the Mother Earth, touch the ground. It's already a miracle. And when we first practice, maybe we cannot really coordinate breathing and everything. You just bring awareness down to your feet, because we use this all the time. You enjoyed walking this morning? Beautiful, huh? The nature also helps us a lot. Did you feel the thought also coming up while you walk? It's normal. We just need to be aware of it. And we just tell ourselves that we will not walk by our head. We used to walk by our head all the time. I mean, we're thinking. While we walk, we think all the times. And we run all the time to get to somewhere. But this time we really claim the civilization of human being. Our ancestors cannot really walk, right? Or you have to walk 4 feet. Cannot really stay up straight. And you can just feel the sole of your feet touch the Mother Earth, kiss the Mother Earth. And experience how is your breathing. Some people, you breathe in, you can walk 3 steps, 2 steps. Or you breathe out, you can walk 4 steps. Just listen to yourself. The skill of listening is very, very wonderful. First, learn to listen to your body, to your breathing, and allow it to be natural. And you can also use the words to help you. Sometimes we used to walk and think all the time. When I first practice also, I try to use the poem like in, out, 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 and just to come back. Or sometimes I still try to find my breathing. I just count 1, 2, 3 to know how many steps I go for one in breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes the thought come up. I just, yes, I know you are there. I just say, yes, yes. And smile, smile, smile. Smile just to recognize. Don't have to chase it away. The thought also you yourself. But we come here to learn how to take care of it. And you can use the song we sing, I have arrived, I'm home. Breathing in, arrive, arrive. Breathing out, home, home, home. So while we're walking like this, we always encourage both monastic and lay in the community, because the mind can only focus one thing at a time. We used to multitask, right? Nowadays, if you can do a lot of work at one time, you are superwoman or superman. But we are going against what is very the nature of our mind, ourselves as a human being. And actually, when you can focus and do one thing at a time, that's much more effective. You have an experience that when you you are late and you try to get out of the house, and you try to grab the bag, and you try to one hand hold on the coffee cup, and you try to grab the key, and you try to do this and that. But then when you get to the car, you realize that you still forget the key somewhere. You come back again. Oh, you get in the car. Oh, I forget my bag. Oh, I forget my phone. You have that experience? That's why training to live with awareness and do one thing at a time is very effective. Because there's only one moment you can grab the phone. Only one moment that you can grab the key. Only one moment that you can really breathe and come back to yourself. So when we practice walking, we can also aware that we just walk. We don't talk. We don't walk and talk at the same time. It's a challenging practice. If you really need to talk, you can stop. You can stop and talk. Finish whatever you need to talk, and then you continue. But here, you know the schedule. We have schedule one after the other for you to enjoy, to flow. And if it's close to the time for the meal, for lunch, if you continue to walk and you stop and talk, and you be late for lunch. When we practice in our daily life, when we talk about lunch, I also like to share about the eating practice, eating in mindfulness. Do you feel like you are a child again, like the kids? Today we just learned the thing that we all learned when we were young, right? You learn to walk when you were 1 year old. You learn already to eat also when you were a baby. But today we learn how to walk, to eat, to sit, to sleep, to listen, to talk in a spiritual way, in a way that can bring your happiness. One thing about doing one thing at a time, I noticed that the scenery is very beautiful, especially early morning when we walk. You see the sunrise, the sun, the light is beautiful. And please trust that everything you see is go into deep into your star consciousness. Deep in our mind is star consciousness. And they can store everything that you come into contact. And you can call up, they can store as many gig as you want. Much more than iCloud. No need to pay. No premium fee. And it's wonderful that you can call up those remembering that information anytime you want. You just come back to your breathing and be in the present moment. So no need to use your phone. When you walk, just enjoy walking. When you see something beautiful, you breathe deeply and enjoy that moment. And have a trust that it already stored. You already take picture with your mind, yes? And lasts forever. And no one can delete it. And we collect those wholesome images, wholesome moments. By just being there and fully allow it to, it will go deep into your star consciousness. So that's one good thing about putting your phone away. Have your phone, have a vacation. We get to eat 3 times a day here. It's very deep practice when you do the eating meditation. The thing that we pay attention when we eating is food, because we are eating the food, right? And second, the community, the Sangha. When you pick the piece of tofu into your mouth, maybe you can take a look a little bit, smile to it, say hello to it. Because maybe in the past, many times we eat the piece of tofu or cake, we actually never recognize it, never realize it. Because we eat and we have a chat on the phone, we talk, we have meeting, or we thinking, we talk to ourselves. And in that way, we really eat the project that we talk about, eat our worries, eat our frustration, eat our forgetfulness. Now we learn how to eat that we really aware what is we bringing into our body and smile to it. And we can see that a piece of tofu, a piece of carrot, it's not that you pay to come here and you can eat. Or the sister the brother go to supermarket to buy and we can have. A piece of tofu we have to grow the soybean. And they need the air, the rain, the sunshine, the love of the gardener, of the farmers. When we see that way, we feel there's so many things that come together to make the piece of tofu or piece of carrot manifest in our spoon, right? When I learned this the first time, I feel so grateful. I feel so much gratitude in my heart. In the past, we just put into the mouth and eat to finish, feel full, and then go on with the next thing. And when I chew, I also really feel that gratitude. I felt all the love of the Mother Earth, the people, the brother, sister who put time to make the tofu, to peel, to cook the carrot. And eating in this way is very trained us to see that we are not alone. And we sustain here not just because ourselves. It's the most concrete and 3 times a day practice and teaching for me about non-self. When I start practicing, I feel so happy and so grateful that I can practice like this at least 3 times a day. It should be 3 times a day or 2 times a day because we eat 3 meals. And I feel that I just part of the whole universe. The many things come together to sustain us to be here today. And we feel we want to offer back, to do our best in order to maintain and to support each other. When we start practicing, we recognize that and we try to chew slowly. We suggest maybe at least 30 times. You can just count, stay with your chewing. And when you're really there, all this is not thinking. You just feel being there with your food, all this awareness will come up. But first start practicing, you may have to chew it slower. So you can be really with the food and the taste. Do you enjoy the food here? Come only the first day. Thank you. There's many more. And you will get to make them also on the culture fair day. And when we be able to eat in this way, you also can taste every flavor. When you chew, if you have done fasting, they have a saying that when you fast, you chew everything until it becomes liquid, right? And then you swallow. And when you drink, you chew all the water before you swallow. I practice this way, and I realize that I can feel all the taste of the salty, the sweet, the bitter that in the food. All the tastes that each time I chew, the taste is just appear until there's no more, because it's become almost liquid before I swallow. And when I feel this, every bite, one thing that I feel so content. I feel so content with that piece of tofu, with that piece of cake. And when I feel content, one thing that come up in my mind that is enough. It's enough. And this is such a wonderful feeling, because you can feel that you feel fulfilled, content with the taste, the flavor, and also the amount. That you know, okay, this is enough, and then stop. In the past, if the cake delicious, I eat the first one, and I already think of the second one. I miss I missed the full taste of the first one. And I tell many of my friends that this is the best diet program. If you want to lose weight, you eat in mindfulness. Because you can taste until the last bite, and then you feel content, and what you feel is you feel enough. That's all the diet program they try to do, right? They try to teach you to say enough and stop. Eating in mindfulness is the best way to help us aware of that, and also in turn it's very nourish our body, including our mind. We are very fortunate that we sit here in a circle, and then we can eat together, hundreds of people, and in silence. It's very big family, huh? You never have such a big family like this, right? Maybe in the New Year for Chinese or for Vietnamese people, we gather the whole big family in Thailand also, in many countries, Christmas. So this is like our spiritual family. And those energy, each person have the energy of mindfulness is 1, 2, 3, 4, so multiply the energy of mindfulness for us to be able to really enjoy and nourished by the food that we're eating, and also the presence of the Sangha. So when you practice eating in mindfulness, you can practice that way. Or when you have snack with your friends, also the same. Let us come back to our breathing and enjoy the sound of the bell together. We have a chance to practice sitting meditation this morning already. Do you enjoy it? It's a guided meditation. Sometimes we also sit in silence, guided to help us to be able to come back to our breathing, and with some poem. The first thing when we do practice meditation, also know how to sit. The posture that you will sit in the sitting meditation, basically either you sit on the chair or on the cushion to keep your back straight. For those who are new, when you learn to sit on the cushion, we just sit, your buttock is on the cushion about 1/3 or a half. Don't sit for the whole cushion. It's not like a chair. It's just to be there to support your spine. And then you can lift up your coccyx a little bit up so your spine is straight. And then you find the right height, and you can sit cross legs, half lotus or full lotus if you flexible. I sit half lotus. I used to be flexible, but the time changed. It's just changing, not aging. I saw many of you in the senior, not senior, in Thailand we call over 60 is senior. I'm in senior, but I will tell that I'm not aging, I'm not changing. It's true. When you feel you're changing and you feel you have the new things to take care of it. I share with you the way I get up. Before I hear the bell, I recite the gatha, breathe, and I can spring up like this right away. And now when I recite the gatha and I breathe, I have to move my legs, my hand. So when we practice awareness, we know how to adjust. So you adjust, your posture is the same. The key is to put your knee, both of your knee, that can touch the ground, touch the mat. And then in that way, then sometimes you move back or front a little bit. So the cushion is help for you for doing that. Some people, they say sit Japanese way. It means your legs is at the back. Yeah. When you sit on the chair, it's the same, to keep your back straight and your laps and your legs is 90 degrees, like this. So you can see if it's you need more cushion down there, you can put the cushion down to make your legs and your thigh and your legs is in the 90 degrees. So you can sit more comfortable and relaxing and longer. Make it like a triangle with your coccyx, your two knees. So you have a triangle base that's very solid for your sitting. And you can just, when you adjust your postures, just enough to feel comfortable. No need to be so fussy about it. And when you feel comfortable, just come back to your breathing. So adjust your posture, come back to your breathing. You can allow your breathing to scan from the coccyx up to the spine, up to your head, and feel that it's a straight line. And if your shoulder also relax, if you tend to be like this to the front, then you open your shoulder up. If you tend to be like this, then you bring it back. Just lift up and then relax. Mm-hmm. And then the key thing is, and then come back to your breathing as an anchor. Use the breathing as like an anchor that when you drop it down into the bottom of the ocean, the boat still can stay there and not be swayed by the strong wind, the storm. Mm-hmm. And there's so many ways of the guided meditation that you can learn more, and the brother sister will guide you and throughout the retreat. We also have the book on the blooming of a lotus that you can also invite from the bookshop. Thai people, when they go to temple, if they're gonna buy the Buddha, they don't say buy the Buddha, invite the Buddha. Mm-hmm. And you can invite the book or the bell also to practice at home. Many students love to practice inviting the bell, and they bring home. And they love to practice when they hear the father and the mother quarreling each other, arguing each other. And they just invite one sound of the bell and everyone stop. Some families just invite the sound of the bell before they leave home to go to school or to go to work. You will also have a chance to practice together, to work. And working here also is a way of practice. You can be aware of the garbage that you are holding or the toilet bowl that you are cleaning. or the floor that you are sweeping. And every act can go with your breathing. Every act, you just be there and be in presence. And it's a way for us to practice in action. And also a way for us to practice to work together. And work together in such a way that we can bring understanding, harmony, and joy together. And by that way, when we use the energy of mindfulness awareness, we are aware of the friends in front of us. We listen deeply with our open hearted. And then we can come together and do many things wonderfully. And when you stay long like this, we also have a chance that you will come together, come up with the dish you will cook, come up with the song you will make, you sing together. Those are the moments that bring us to really know the practice of being together by way of listening deeply and learn to let go of our idea. And that's, I see that it's very wonderful skill that we can train and we can use in the world. There's so many people like to talk, but nobody listen. And when we can really just be present there and aware of everything, the postures, the being of that person, the thing that they share, and you can listen deeply and understand. The same as we practice listening to Dharma talk as well. And when I share, actually, it just resonates for you to listen to yourself. And I share from my experience and my practice. But it's just a way for you to listen deeply and allow the star consciousness in yourself, the mind can open and see what is water, the seed of maybe understanding, maybe forgiving. Then when we practice in this way, when we live together, it's the same. Do you still try to adapt with living with 8 people together? Or 16 people? Any of you still find that it's challenge? Can you raise your hand? I think I really admire when people come here and they practice living together, because I know nowadays you don't have chance to practice that way. And I think the first is to come back to live with yourself. We have a tendency that we have to project out to someone that we live with, or we know, or we love. But the first thing that make everything come back to yourself. It's like the kids share that the cry of the baby is also the bell of mindfulness. When the mother takes care of the baby crying, and the baby crying is the object of their practice. And it's the object of their practice, her practice, to come back. First, to see when you come into contact, being together in a group, in a room, is that how that make you feel? And breathing in, I'm aware that I'm a little bit agitated. Breathing out, I smiled. That is a chance for us to practice. Breathing in, I feel very grateful for her smile. Breathing out, I smile back to her. Take everything as first for you, remind you to come back to yourself. Everything is like the object of your practice. Remind as a bell of mindfulness to come back to yourself and breathe, and everything will be okay. And surrounded by friends, because whatever comes from outside is actually touch something deep inside of us. And maybe something we carry on for the whole year is become a block of suffering, a knot. And it's maybe a chance for us to breathe, and I know you are there. I know you are there. It's already love that we offer that, okay, I know you are there. To recognize, just mere recognize. And that is the energy of mindfulness, and that block of suffering will just slowly, slowly calm down. And when we get a hold of the basic practice like this, throughout the week, there will be more teaching for you to help to begin anew with yourself, to go deeper in understanding. But you always need to come back to the basic practice. Like us, we living like this every day. It's a basic practice that we come back. And when you come back to the first, you get to the last. Like the practice of breathing, of awareness of breathing. When you get a hold of the first, aware of your breathing in and out, then you have a chance to get a hold of the 16. They are together. They are in one. So I wish you the very good holiday. And thank you for coming here, being here, offering a very wonderful gift for yourself, for your beloved one, and for every one of us in the world. By way of practice and producing loving thoughts, loving speech, loving act. It's the most beautiful gift wrapped you can have. And then have a happy holiday. Thank you. Thank you for listening.